Good morning, Twin Cities, St. Paul. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. Great. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us today on today's show. This is a really fun day for me because, gosh, I had an opportunity to go back to the fair. I've been up really early, me and my crew.
Small technical difficulties.
We could laugh
but don't
about
worry
that.
It's been that kind of morning.
Yeah, it really
definitely.
has. Yeah, it's been kind of funny. Yeah. Anyway, we have gone we have gone to the fair,
Yes.
and we have. I still have my sister and my nephew here, so my crew.
Good
Still
morning,
here with
St.
it.
Paul.
Yes.
Good morning, St. Paul.
Yes,
Twin
please
Cities.
say good morning. I'm not being selfish. Um, it's been a really exciting day because and just enjoying today. Gosh, I don't know.
You've
What
accomplished
y'all
so
think?
much in just the
Oh,
past
yeah.
I
couple of
know.
hours.
I'm like, dang. I'm trying to figure out what to even start off with.
Well,
What we've
I think
tasted.
we
What
should-
we.
well, I
Start
think
from the
we
top
should
of the
start-
morning.
Well, even before the top of
Yeah.
the morning, I think that we should start off by saying that the event that happened, the one we told you about, the Foodies at the fair, on Sunday, last Sunday, August 27th, went very, very well.
I'm
It
glad
was
that.
a success. What do you think, bro?
No, I think it went really well. I mean, I appreciate the fact that I had so much support from friends and people I consider family, and definitely my direct family. So the fact that we were here and we went to the fair and just we did our thing, folks. I mean,
We did.
it was a good time. It was a fun time. I got a chance to meet new people, tell them a bit about the show, and even though we're concentrating today on the
Fair
foods that we
experience.
had at the fair, that alone was an exciting time because of the interaction, being able to see FaceTime with individuals. That was really important for me. What was you guys experience? What was your experience?
Well, I was not overwhelmed, but it was a lot because as we talked about when we were on the show last time, in California we don't really have state fairs, just kind of smaller county fairs. So it was a ton of people, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't overwhelming, but it was a lot to take in, and it was a lot of fun. I had a great time.
What about you, NTV? Becky?
Yes, Becky. I was just soaking up all of the, the situation, with the event on Sunday, and just being very proud of you and watching people who are avid listeners and some who we've hopefully gained as part of your audience, and just being there for you and making sure that everything ran smoothly. And then today was really a blast.
Yeah, we have to talk about today, folks. So,
Excuse me.
okay, nephew. Okay. We have to talk about today. Again, we were up at 6:30.
Yeah.
We weren't up at 6:30. We were at
Yeah, we
the
got to
fair
the fair like
at
6:30.
Well,
6:30.
okay, yeah. Yeah. That's probably a better way to
We're up more
say it.
like 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was just so much that we wanted to try. We had a plan, and it worked out fine.
It did. It worked
It
out
really
great.
Yeah.
worked out really great. Now, keep in mind that if you've never gone to the fair early in the morning, you are actually going to find that places don't really start to open up until about maybe 7:30, 8
About
o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's when you get an opportunity to really start to taste the different foods. Again, if you're going to go early. Now, mind you, we had a purpose and a reason why we were doing that, because we're going to be here on the air talking about the different foods that we had. We wanted to go more in depth about the different fair foods. My Un-Bougie Foodie fair picks. So if you did not have opportunity to participate or to join me at the fair, never fear. We're here to help you try to understand or at least appreciate a few of the fair foods that we've had. What do we want to start off with? I mean, are we just going to go down the list from what we... Well, first off, getting there so early, it gave me an opportunity to talk to one of the vendors, and that is Sausage Sisters and Me. It is one of the items that are listed, or that is listed on my Un-Bougie Foodie Fair Food Picks. That's the Sonora sausage, and they refer to it as One Bad Dog. It is Tex-Mex sandwich stuffed with pepper jack cheese, wrapped in bacon, baked and then served on a cornmeal dusted bun with fresh corn salsa, and a drizzle of avocado ranch sauce. So that was the description. I will show you all a picture later. I'll make sure that I post that picture of that hot dog.
It was one bad dog.
It was one bad dog. I'm serious.
That's
It
not
was
an
just
understatement at all.
it really is not, because it was flavorful. All the different items or that they described for the dog, if you would. It came out. I mean, it was a little spicy. And no, I shouldn't even say that. It wasn't even spicy. It really wasn't. I think he was saying that, folks that might be a little bit afraid of spice might taste something different about, regular hot dog that they would have had. And they're like, oh, wait, there's a little bit it's like pepper. Oh, no, it's not. It really isn't.
The heat really came from the pepper jack cheese,
yes,
I think. And maybe
more than anything.
The seasoning within the sausage. It was very good. And I don't think, just reading the description, that corn salsa sounds very fetching to me. And even visually, well, it just added color, and actually it really added to the taste because it was very
and the texture.
fresh. Yeah,
yeah.
the
Yes,
texture.
definitely.
Absolutely.
But from that, I mean, again, that was just a conversation that we had with the creator.
Did you mention that it was wrapped in bacon?
I did. I did. What you talking? Don't play.
I was just, because that's the part that stood out in my mind. I can still see the bacon sticking off the end.
Thankfully, I had family members there so that we, had an opportunity to share our food, and rather than trying to...
we haven't gained 100 pounds each.
Oh, man. I'm telling you.
We just kind of all got a variety of foods and then had a bite here or there, so that worked out.
Exactly. So
that's a recommendation for us.
That's more than a recommendation. If you have not had this particular food, you need to have it. You really need to have it. So remember where it's located. I mean, where it is, or what it is. It's the Sonoran sausage, One Bad Dog. It is at the Sausage Sisters and Me food vendor, if you would. And they are located in the food building.
Yeah, right inside the food building.
Right inside the food building. So specifically, it says Sausage Sisters and Me food building on the east wall. You can't miss them, really, because it's like as soon as you go into the food building and just kind of go all the way. As a matter of fact, they're right next door to Harry Sings.
Yes.
So right next door to Harry Sings. So if you know where Harry Sings is, they're right next door to that. I mean, it's definitely a pick that I recommend highly. Very much. I think we talked about, we didn't have the opportunity. You may have seen pictures. My nephew and I had the double dose of pork belly. What did you think about that one, nephew?
Super good.
Right.
I think
Description.
It might taste a lot better to me. It's a, where is it?
First one.
Oh, I see it.
You're funny.
It's a 100% ground pork bell burger topped with crisp smoked pork belly, pepper jack cheese, coleslaw, and pickled onions, served on a toasted bun. And it's at RC's Barbecue. So it's on the north side of West Dampatch Avenue between Liggett and Chambers Street. I really, really liked it. It was super good, very flavorful.
Right? The slaw that they added to it, and I know that, I think it was my sister said That's that. Yeah, actually, you said it too. They were like, it's more of a slider,
Yeah.
but it was really substantially more than a slider.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you look at how much meat, I mean, there was the actual patty itself,
which was a good size,
and it was tender. It was juicy, and then they also added the pork belly, the strip of pork belly on top, which was a nice thick cut, and then the slaw. And then, of course, the pickled onions that added that heat to it, which wasn't
overwhelming either.
No, it wasn't. It was just a perfect balance of all of those ingredients together. And then, of course, the bun, helped. It wasn't too much. It wasn't too bready.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was just the right
Very
amount
good.
of everything. What did you think about it, Auntie B?
I don't think I tried it.
Yeah, she didn't taste it.
She did?
Yeah,
No,
I was afraid
we both
of the
ate
heat.
ours so
Oh, boy.
fast.
You guys really did kind of gobble them up quickly,
Well.
but I was indulging what I was eating, and so that was.
Which was what?
I was eating garlic fries.
How was that?
They were phenomenal. It didn't look like much, but the fries were just perfect. Not shoestring, but not the great big fries that you'll
Wedge.
find in certain places. And that garlic just added so much. It was minced nicely. They must have grilled it or sauteed it or something, but it wasn't just like raw garlic. And it really enhanced the flavor, even though it was like bits and pieces throughout the pile of fries. It was still really good, and I enjoyed it, and I'm glad you guys shared that with me.
That's good. Before we even continue, I want to make sure that we encourage our listeners definitely to call in and share their thoughts and suggestions, or even if they feel that they need a suggestion as to what to have, please feel free to give us a call here at the radio station. We are at 651-200-3479. Again, that telephone number is 651-200-3479. Again, open to your questions. Maybe you'd like a suggestion. Well, we kind of already told you what, like, one of the top ones that we decided we really liked and really excited about. But maybe you have one that we haven't had or haven't tasted. Maybe you'd like to call in and share that. Feel free to also leave us a message on Facebook. I'll be more than happy to answer your question either on air or in the future. But if you're also interested in just connecting through social media, please also check out my Instagram, which is _Un-Bougie Foodie, and Twitter, which is at Un-Bougie Foodie. You could also send an email if you have maybe a recipe or would like to share maybe a suggestion about the show or just a comment to theunbougiefoodie@gmail.com.
Yes,
So
he would love to hear from
yes, thank you very much. The next one, gosh, okay, what do we have after that? I mean, we went from
What was that Lulu, Juicy Lulu?
yeah.
Before we had that, though, we had that pork chop on a stick.
No, even before we had that. Oh, didn't we?
Yeah,
Did we?
because we were on the way to go get the.
That's right. Okay, so man, it's we all saw. As a matter of fact, remember we were all making noise, and someone was someone was funny. That was the funniest thing.
That is,
but it was
it was very telling about how great this was.
We were
really
there,
was.
and we were.
We were all.
Can
just
I
like,
say we was tearing up the pork
we
chop?
were.
We were like
We were.
all
It was just
over
like
and and we're just standing in the middle of the fairgrounds, and this well-dressed woman, I think she was actually part of the fair staff.
Oh, was she?
Yes, she had on a Minnesota State Fair shirt and a lanyard,
Yeah.
and she was just like, all those sounds are coming from over there. Is it good? And I had a bone in my mouth.
Oh, it was certainly hilarious
it was
at the
delicious.
moment.
But I think a better testament to how delicious it was the Un-Bougie Foodie's behavior.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just before that,
I almost didn't get any.
he recommended that we all get one, like each. I thought we'd all share. I'll get a bite. We get a bite.
blah blah.
He got a bite first, and immediately he was just like, yeah. Y'all should have got your own.
Really, just big yellow bus just run over my head.
And my nephew
Wow.
was trying to preserve a piece for me. And
Preserve my butt.
he threatened his life.
So,
life. So I
if
almost
you get a
didn't
chance,
piece.
definitely try out the pork chop on a stick.
Whatever.
And the barbecue sauce that
It
they
made
have
the
to the
Un-Bougie
side.
Foodie behave out of character.
Wow.
It was really
delicious.
really good.
I mean, the woman that that stopped and was talking to us, she asked, "Was it dry? Was it And we
not at
all
all.
We're like,
just in
oh
agreement.
no, it's so juicy,
It's juicy
so
and
tender.
moist, and yeah,
She's like, well, I'm gonna have to get one for my husband.
yeah,
So shout out to you.
yeah, exactly. So pork chop on a stick. Gosh,
It wasn't one of the
fair.
fair food picks, but we picked it.
We're
We're still
it was
picking
one
it
of
out
the-
of our teeth.
It was definitely one that needed to be mentioned and talked about because
Yes, honorable mention.
yeah, definitely. Okay, now we go over to Lulu's. Admittedly, yes, I know that it is on my Un-Bougie Foodie Fair Food Picks. However, I have to say that I was a little bit disappointed with the Buddy Bowl. The Buddy Bowl, it is a waffle bowl with hash browns, what is that, maple syrup, scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, and bacon, topped with a biscuit, country sausage, gravy, and green onions. And that's, again, at Lulu's Public House, West End Market area, the south of the Schilling Amphitheater. What did you think about it, nephew? Before I go, I won't go in, but it just I want to get your opinion first.
So, I liked it. I'll admit, by the time I got around to trying some, it was a little cold. So maybe I didn't get the best experience with it. It was okay. It was okay. I'm not gonna lose my mind over it.
No,
but it was okay.
Actually, you didn't have any of it,
No, she
but
didn't try any.
I stuck my finger in and got a piece of the bacon, but it didn't look very appetizing to me. I'm used to seeing a waffle bowl with ice cream in it, and so I already was biased just from seeing it. When they said waffle bowl, this is what my greedy behind was thinking. It was going to be like a waffle, like one that came off the griddle, not like the little hard crunchy kind, and that there was going to push it in a bowl to make it fit and put all that yummy stuff in there, and possibly I could pick it up like some type of breakfast burrito and eat it. But no, it was the kind you get
waffle cone.
Yeah, it was waffle cone consistency.
Yeah.
I don't really think that went with the rest of the breakfast, the eggs and then I am very picky, I guess, about gravy. Even though I don't like a lot of heat in my food. I do like it to have some seasoning, and the gravy kind of was bland.
left something to be desired.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I was disappointed because of the maple. Maybe it was too much maple syrup or something that was mixed in with the eggs, or I don't know. And then the hash brown seemed kind of wilty.
It looked like a mistake.
I'm
That's
sorry.
just my opinion. I know that usually
my goodness.
Un-Bougie Foodie is not critical
but
food or but we're just being honest about our experience that we had with the food, and each one of our experiences is a little different. And I'm a visual person, especially if I'm getting my food from somewhere else. And like I said, it looked like a prison platter.
Stop it.
Oh.
She went there.
It did look
Wow.
like a prison platter.
Well, contrary, like she said, she's more visual. I'm not so much. I'm more just eating the
He wants
food.
to- he's
right.
remember I said he's the consumer. He's the
Yeah, I am.
consumption.
The conveyor
That's-
belt.
Yeah, I'm all about the consumption, and so from that respect, it wasn't that bad. I think you articulated best when you said it left something to be desired.
Yeah.
It wasn't disgusting.
No.
but it just something could have been better.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, I will give a shout out, and this was, again, to Lulu's. They have this other item on there that was not one of my picks. Again, I had not known about it. It was the
Juicy Lou's?
Juicy Lulu.
The Juicy Lulu, exactly. Breakfast Juicy Lulu.
Sourdough pieces of toast. Was that sourdough?
It was, yeah, it was sourdough.
It was.
It was 2 pork sausage patties. Well, I should say cheese. It was really a Juicy Lucy, really, but breakfast style.
Pork sausage.
Pork sausage and
So
cheddar
flavorful.
cheese on the inside that just melted when you squeezed.
It was oozing out.
It was oozing out. And
I really just want to give a shout out to Lulu's because I think they changed my life today.
Really? No, the pork chop on the stick changed your life,
That changed
I think.
your life.
Yeah, your life was going to be changed too.
See what I mean?
Yeah. But anyway, I'm just saying that breakfast Juicy Lulu, yeah,
it was
that
amazing.
was bomb.
That's a great, definitely one of our recommendations.
Definitely. So, make sure. And Lulu's, again, it's located over by the Schilling Amphitheater. And you're probably wondering where that is. It is in the West End Market area, and that's, again, south of the Schilling Amphitheater. So definitely, if you don't get the breakfast buddy bowl, get the breakfast Juicy Lulu, please.
It's near that Sky Ride.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, what was our next one? Oh, was it the... wasn't the bacon? It wasn't the...
Well, after we had that, we were sampling cookies. Now, that's not even on the list because I think that's kind of a staple of the fair.
People are like, you can't go to the fair without having cookies. And Sweet Martha's cookies.
And this was my first experience with the state fair.
Yeah, I had to leave them to do that.
With Sweet Martha. And, everyone was so nice. And the young lady got me a bucket and an entire tray went in, and then I thought, okay, she's done. The guy brought her another tray and she dumped half of that on there, and I'm still looking at the bucket. We've only eaten like one cookie each. And if you've seen this piled high, he's going to post some pictures on the website that we didn't even put a dent in it each eating one cookie.
Nope, not at all. Not even.
But they are the most incredible cookies.
Yeah,
if we were not reserving our taste buds for all these different things, it's easy to just eat them one after another. Very good. When we got to the fair fairly early, and the smell of it baking, they weren't open for at least an hour before we it just filled it's really good. So maybe I recommend getting the entire bucket, which was about $16, if you're going to share with others, or if you just going to indulge your guilty pleasure and eat them all yourself. I wouldn't recommend, but hey, I won't judge either.
There's nothing wrong with eating them by yourself.
Every now and again.
Well, I was told by someone who shall remain nameless that it took them about a week to eat their entire bucket from the last fair.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
A week?
Oh, me neither. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me be quiet. Let me see.
And then let me see. After that, we went and we had the.
I'm gonna stay quiet because of that, but anyway. No.
After we indulged in the very delicious cookies.
Yes.
We went and we got the
the
bacon fluffernutter.
Oh,
Becky
with the good hair came out and had the bacon fluffernutter.
Yes, I hope you caught our live video of that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're wondering what the bacon it's the weirdest thing. Trust me, when I first saw it and heard of it, I'm like, no. Bacon fluffernutter. So the bacon fluffernutter, it's a grilled cinnamon bun sandwich with bacon, peanut butter, and marshmallow cream filling. It's located at the sandwich shop on the west side of Cloe Street. I think that's Cloe or Clue. It's Cloe. I'm going to say Cloe. Between Carnes and Judson Avenues. So, yeah. What'd you think, Becky?
I think it is a sandwich worthy of my name.
Yeah.
And
Becky Fluffernutter.
Becky Fluffernutter. It was very sweet, but I think the bacon helped to balance out the sweetness and add that little savory to it.
Exactly.
It came with a side of syrup, which I didn't try because, like I said, it was already pretty sweet, dusted with powdered sugar.
I was just about to say
it
that.
It was very beautiful. I tried it and I tasted a combination of everything. Oh, it's I think that you have to be a kind of a adventurous eater or a lover of
peanut butter.
Yeah, you have to love peanut butter. It's chunky peanut butter also. So if you don't like chunky peanut butter, this might not be the dessert for you or the breakfast snack for you. But I enjoyed it. And I'm glad that they only gave us half. The advertisement shows 2 slices.
I thought that was going to be way too much.
I did too, but I think that the portion size was just perfect for me. And I enjoyed it, and I look forward to eating the rest of it. It was good. I thought it was going to be just a super duper mouthful of sweetness like me, but it was just the right amount. It was good. It was good. But I definitely, it's a fair food. So, and it's one of the newest fair foods. It seems like they've won some awards too.
Yeah, exactly.
For it, but it was really good. But you have to be, like I said, a fan. Just think of all those elements. The cinnamon roll is cut in half. It's flattened.
Yep.
Then there's
picture a grilled cheese. That how when you do a grilled cheese, that's how the cinnamon
that's a good way to
bun is kind of like flattened to almost to that extent.
And it looks like a piece of wheat bread, but definitely not. It's definitely the cinnamon. So you can taste the cinnamon roll. Not all, I think maybe they give you the syrup because there's no icing to go with the cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
They don't put very much peanut butter. It's a dollop. And because the sandwich is hotter, because I think they flat press it.
Plus, remember too, it has. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but also too, it has the marshmallow cream filling as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So were you? Because I haven't had a taste of it, but did you taste any of the marshmallow?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And like I said, all those sweets, the combination, the nuttiness of the peanut butter and the chunkiness, it was just kind of toned down by the fact that and they were very generous with the bacon slices.
That's good.
It was good.
That's good.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have some when we get where we need to go today, which might just be back to bed or something. I don't know, depending upon how I feel, how we all feel. But yeah, that's the bacon fluffernutter. I love saying the word. I'm sorry, but even though I think
I've been introducing myself since last week in various places as Becky Fluffernutter. Yes, nice to meet you.
Now, I talked to some friends at work, and they've gone to the fair, and it's very interesting that prior to actually making these picks, I had not really discussed them with anyone. So it was very exciting for me that going to the fair and then people really talking about these same ones that were on this pick. And I think I did that fair pick, the foodie picks, based on what I thought might be interesting to have. I am a very adventurous person when it comes down to foods and so on, but I felt that, what would be something that, and I'm just going to say a Minnesotan would probably have. And that's no knock on Minnesotans, but if I were in California,
the picks might have been different.
Yeah, they probably would have. Yeah. I think they would have been different.
So your Minnesota picks were different than your Cali picks.
Really?
Yes. I've been wanting to do that since I've been here. Yeah.
No, don't do that. It's not good. No. Don't you know? Nah. No. Yeah, they would not be the same. Definitely not. I don't know. I'm happy with them because of the fact that people are telling me about them, and it excites me because then I could turn around on the back of the line and I said, "Oh my gosh, that's one of my picks right there." It's like, yeah. So I did pick one that was really good.
You feel like validated.
Yes, I do.
It was cool to listen to people talk about things. Listening to each other talk about the foods that we enjoyed was very hilarious. But listening to others in line trying to convince their friend or whoever's with them that, oh yeah, man, this is really good, and it's got and we're all filling them in. Oh, it's got peanut butter too. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I heard you.
Peanut butter.
I heard you.
More than once was we were in line for somewhere and they're like, ask that guy. He's a foodie because we were wearing our badges. They could see it on there.
That was very fun.
Yeah, I think it was fun to actually, last week's Sunday was a day that I felt, or that we all felt, we were working. We were there with a purpose, and they were there to help support my event, or the small get together or celebration I was having. So we didn't get an opportunity to go around and taste all the different foods and everything that were on the list, or even any of the other fair foods. I think we had maybe 3 things. We had
the nachos with the Gouda cheese.
Yeah,
that was
good.
Good. We had the garlic fries. We had the what was it called? The double dose of pork belly. And
turkey
of course
leg.
we had the turkey leg that we shared.
And you probably saw those pictures on Facebook as well, but they were delicious. Those that we had were very delicious. Now, I think today was more dedicated to really going and trying the food and getting a feel of the different types of foods that were there at the fair, and concentrating also on the fair food pics so that we could take pictures. I want to make sure that I show you some photos of the different fair food items that we had, if you would.
It was about the food, but I had a little bit of an education. I got to see Wilbur. He was adorable. I told him he was my favorite food. There were animals.
She's
and
crazy.
things. Look, there was a pig walking down the street. Like, what was I supposed to do? Well, I was salivating. We got to see the horses and stuff like that, and I just think it added to the experience.
Yeah.
We got, we saw the cows and stuff, and what those things become, and so it was
what
good.
Those things become.
Yes,
really?
yes.
Let's not skate around the issue, people. We are foodies after all.
Yes, exactly. So we're going into it. So nephew, I mean, your Sunday was a different type of experience, but what about today? Being that we got up early.
Well, I think
that was a struggle for him, by the way, which he never really goes to bed late or early. He always goes to bed like 2, 3 o'clock, maybe times 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So this was a struggle for him.
I went to bed pretty early last night.
You did, which was surprising.
I could buckle down when I need to. But no, I think today was like my definitive fair experience. We got there super early. So I got a chance to just walk around and experience the fair stuff without having to wade through a giant sea of people and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I definitely, when I plan to attend the fair again in the future, maybe we can make this an annual thing that we do. I'm all for getting there first thing in the morning before it gets too hot, before you get all it's trampled, and I didn't have a problem on Sunday when it was it looked like the Million Man March.
Right.
It was a throng of people, but I really felt pleasantly relieved to just walk around with not that many people. You know what I was doing. I was Pokemon hunting, but
whatever you do, don't go with her Pokemon hunting at a state fair.
She was playing Pokemon Go the whole time.
I caught some good ones. Oh man, there were so many Pokestops. I think that I don't know. It was very enjoyable for me.
Bring it back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Back to the food.
Back to the food.
So once again, I want to encourage you all. Definitely give us a call here at the station and give us your suggestions, or what you've had, or tell us what you've had at the fair. It's 651-200-3479. Once again, that's 651-200-3479. And we're definitely willing to take your phone calls and whatnot. So
we'd love to hear from you. We're new to fairs, but you guys are well versed in the art of state fairs. So let us know. Love to hear from you guys.
Exactly. So let's talk a little bit more of some of the others that were on this list of my Un-Bougie Foodie fair picks. I think there was the mobster caviar. That one,
I didn't get to try that.
I know, but even the description, for me, the description was really cool. Um, we were describing it to someone last night, or a friend, and he was like, "No, that's not great. It doesn't sound good." So tell us what the description is, NTB.
We have all different tastes, but it sounds hecka yummy to me. It's a cream cheese dip with crab meat, green onions, fresh red pepper, water chestnuts, served with whole wheat flatbread crackers. And this could be found at the Hideaway Speakeasy in the veranda area near the grandstand upper level northwest section. Again, with the calling, if this is a food or something that you got to try at the fair, we'd love for you to call in or write and tell us what your experience was, or what you think about those ingredients and how they would come together and make something that sounds like maybe it'd be enjoyable or not.
See, I think that would be a great combination. That's the reason why I put it on as one of my fair food picks. I like that combination. Excuse me. But that with it's cream cheese dip, so it's of course going to be smoother than regular cream cheese that you had, and then mixed with the crab meat. So I don't know, maybe because they think it's I don't know if people are thinking because it is, they talk about cream cheese, or they're familiar with cream cheese and they're like crab meat, maybe they're talking about the texture or something or whatnot.
Or maybe the title of it that is kind of off-putting. Maybe when you think of caviar, you actually think of, caviar, fish, eggs. And I think they're just kind of being funny, or maybe doing like a play on words as to what the ingredients are. But I think it sounds great. It's placed so simply, it even sounds like something that would be worth trying, to make or to create yourself.
Right, exactly. So I feel bad because we didn't really have any type of overly sweet things. I mean, aside from the Martha's cookies, I think our thing right now was to have savory stuff, breakfast and savory stuff.
But I don't really have that much of a sweet tooth in general, though, so I probably wouldn't have been apt to try a whole lot of sweet foods, even if we did get like a chance to try a whole bunch of them. I might not have been too keen about them anyway. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
It's just really hard. You have to, we weren't at the fair very long today, considering, that it starts at 6 and ends at midnight. And it was so funny. Even the people at the entrance were like, "You guys are leaving already?"
Yeah.
I'm sure that if we
have responsibilities.
Right. If we hadn't stayed the whole day, if we didn't have to come record, I think we could have stretched it out, because you have to think about what food does to your body. We want to enjoy food, or we do enjoy food, but we can't do it with wanton abandon
and just quickly running about,
right, and not consider what it does to your body. That's why it's good if you guys don't do it, or to recommend that you go in groups, maybe even like a group of 5 or however many friends you have that don't have the desire to eat the entire thing. Go and you guys all try one thing. If there's 5 of you and you all try 1 or 2 things, you get to actually experience 10 different foods that you might not have just bought on your own and eaten the whole thing. We want to be, we're hungry, but we don't want to be unhealthy about the process. And just face it, everything's fried, and
and even though they're so delicious, man, come on now, there's no way that you could seriously taste every single thing.
So you have to do things in moderation. So that's what we did. We can't overdo it.
No, and I'm so glad that we did it the way that we did too, and that you all were open to try the different things. It's almost like I know your tastes kind of like a little bit, hopefully. And I'm like, okay, who would actually, I really was thinking about okay, if they were my family members, what would they like? What would they, if I were introducing them to stuff, what would they like?
Would they be willing to
What,
try
yes,
it?
Yeah.
exactly. But I was also thinking about you all as well. Those that are listening. I'm thinking about anyone that might be interested in trying, a suggestion. I don't want it to be too weird that someone says, why did he tell me to try that? I'm not interested in that.
Sometimes not even why did he tell me to try that, but like, what is that? Sometimes that can be, what the okay. But yeah, that's if his food is too not foreign, but just like too weird, you feel like, why? What is that? It kind of you get taken aback and you're less likely to want to try it.
I don't want to throw anybody off. That's the thing. I want them to be able to enjoy food or enjoy a suggestion that I've made and not, kind of question, what's wrong with your taste?
It's funny though. Sometimes in order to get people to try new foods, you have to find something to compare it to that they do like.
Of course.
Which is going to make you think of it. Like if someone really likes, powdered sugar and cinnamon buns or whatever, then you might want to recommend, the fluffernutter, but maybe the marshmallow spread and the peanut butter don't sound good together, so you have to kind of come up with something like, a Reese's Pieces or something that would get them in the same mindset that would allow them to open up their mind and taste buds to try it.
Very true. Good point. Would you have, either of you, if it wasn't me, or would you all try the bacon fluffernutter?
Just the name alone would have made me try it.
Oh, okay.
So I can say that I had the fluffernutter in my mouth.
I wouldn't have tried it.
Wow. Okay. Okay, silly. On that note, wow. So, but nephew, you were thinking of having a deep fried Twinkie or maybe like a Snickers. What do you feel would be the difference between having a bacon fluffernutter?
I don't know. I feel like the same way she felt more apt to try it because of the name, I would have been apt not to try it because of the name.
Oh, wow. Especially after what she said. Yeah.
And also the ingredients is like a lot involved.
You or just what you've said? Yeah, whatever.
But see, I wouldn't have tried the Sonoran sausage, One Bad Dog. When they say pepper jack cheese, I would just be put off by it because I don't like heat. But I'm glad that you guys got it, which then prompted me, well, at least I'll try it. And I was very pleasingly surprised and glad that I did because it was really, really good.
It was delicious. That's no question. Man, I missed out on, I'll say we missed out on, the triple truffle trotters. It's sliced peppers and bacon with black diamond truffle, all male, on top of waffle fries. And that's at the Blue Barn. That's in the West End Market, just south of the History and Heritage Center.
Not that far from Lulu's.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Gosh, you've got to pass by the the Blue Barn. I was going to say the Big Blue Barn. The Blue Barn to actually get to Lulu's. So that's something that someone at work had suggested. They were like, you have to try the truffle trotters. I was like, okay, well, I'm glad it was on my picks, and it's going to be something I'm going to try. You can't try everything. Trust me. Unless you are, again, a group of individuals that are just, I guess you've starved yourself for the day.
And you'd have to go on multiple days because some things just don't go together, you know? As far as, visually or taste bud wise, or just for me personally, for digestion. We forgot to say that when we first got there, we wanted coffee or something warm to drink. So I don't remember what the name of that shop was, but that was some really good hot chocolate. It was great, and the service was great too. The people were very friendly.
Tiny Green or Tiny Leaf or something? Anyway,
It was tiny though.
Yeah. And make sure that you say 12 ounces
and not 12 inches
of hot chocolate, or some other beverage that you're trying to get to wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah. Don't try to have conversations without, that early in the morning and try to talk to people of service.
Yeah.
Which have not had.
Their cappuccinos were top notch.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's see. There is still a few others that are on this list. Now, last week Sunday, if you're not familiar, again, and I've been talking about it, when we were, there at the fair and we were encouraging people to, thanking folks for listening to the show and so forth, we gave them the lanyard, let them know what they need to do, because there was a contest that was also going on as well. Someone was going to win a $25 gift card to the Handsome Hog, and we awarded that winner, or named that winner, this Wednesday. So Catherine, Augustine, thank you so much for your participation. We really appreciate that. All anyone had to do was to actually take a picture of their food and hashtag or add a hashtag of UB Foodie 2017 to that photo and share it on social media. And that could have been anywhere, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then they would be selected, or whomever, they would be entered into a drawing to win that $25 gift card. So I bring that up because there was another friend, his name is John, that mentioned, or that also participated in it as well, but he mentioned that the spicy Thai noodles, which we didn't get a chance to get to, but they were rice noodles and red curry with coconut milk served with kaffir lime, basil leaves, bell peppers, and I don't know what that other word is. That ginger? That's ginger. No, it's not.
No,
it's galangal.
Yes, galangal.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what that is, and I looked at it. I looked it up as well. And tomatoes, and it's gluten free, so that's one great thing, because I know that there are a number of friends out there that are have a gluten intolerance. But that's at Oodles of Noodles. That's also in the food building. That's on the east wall. He said it was great. It was so good.
How can he tell there was no gluten in it?
I'm going by what they said. What you talking about? Yeah.
Gluten free. You know how I feel about that.
That's a topic for another time.
That's a different Un-Bougie Foodie show.
Yes.
We'll talk all about gluten.
Exactly.
And that's a good title for the show, actually. All about gluten.
All about gluten. Wow.
I like my food filled with gluten.
Just
for
all
the
of
record.
Just all over the place. Okay, so we talked a little bit about, we touched on some sweets. The bacon fluffernutter, Sweet Martha's cookies, of course. But I did have a few picks on here, just to help you get your sugar fix. The bacon up pup. What's those ingredients, RJ?
It's a Belgian waffle served on a stick with bacon in the batter, dipped in chocolate, drizzled with maple syrup, and topped with whipped cream and bacon. And that's at Granny's Kitchen Fudge Puppies, and that's the east side of Underwood Street between Dam Patch and Carnes Avenues, outside of the food building.
Cool. I didn't get a chance to try that. I mean, that was something that we thought we were going to have, but
double your bacon, double your pleasure.
Well, we got kind of again sidetracked.
But kind of ran close on time.
We did.
We had to speed our way over here.
We did. But so
it sounds great.
It really does. It really does. That pie in the sky malt and sundae, sweet and salty mix of crunchy spiced airplane cookies and lemon curds, topped with dark chocolate drizzle and served with vanilla ice cream. either as a sundae or as a malt.
The Dairy Goddess Bar.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, the Dairy Goodness Bar, because I was going to say Dairy Goddess. That's an awesome name, but Dairy Goodness.
The Dairy
is
Goddess.
Good too.
Well, hey, you never know. You could have been the Dairy Goddess. Anyone could have been the Dairy
I'm
Goddess.
Becky Fluffernutter.
So, okay, well, then there you go. Oh, man. Well, when you're up in the morning, I will tell you this. Your allergies can bother you. They certainly can and will bother you. Yeah, I'm suffering from that right now. It seems. Oh, gosh. We've just talked all about fair food and everything, and I'm really glad that we've had this time together. And I'm talking directly to my family members, my nephew and my sister. I really want to thank you all for being here, not only to support the event, but to support me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your visit is always enjoyable, and it's always welcome. As long as it's short. No.
Oh.
How long have you been here already?
Tell us
and I
how
haven't
you
said
really
anything.
feel.
Really?
I'm gonna get my fluffernutter and go home.
Whatever. I have been, enjoyed your time here. I really have.
We've enjoyed ourselves as
Yeah.
well.
Good.
And, we always strive to be supportive when we find ourselves, we all have so many talents and so many things that we do. You've always been supportive in my art career, and I'm very appreciative of that. But I also want to thank, his listeners and his audience who did come out in support and really showed their appreciation for what he does here with his Un-Bougie Foodie.
The words come out from the mouths of loved ones. To also carry on that sentiment, yes, definitely. I really do appreciate all of the listeners that have been so supportive over this past year, have tuned in, have told others about the show, have offered suggestions, ones that have actually come on the show and shared their food experiences, recipes. And again, I'm not saying all of this to say that it's going to end. It's going to continue. I want it to continue. I hope that you all, yes, there's definitely, really. There is more to come. We've only just begun. No, sorry. But, we're coming to a close. Shush. We're coming to a close. And again, I just want to really express my appreciation to all of the listeners out there. If you have any questions or, again, comments, please feel free to reach out with a question or comment on the Facebook page, the Un-Bougie Foodie. Follow me. I'll be posting some more pics, as a matter of fact, for today of the things that we've done or that we've tasted, hopefully within the next couple of hours, of all these different fair foods and a few others that weren't on the fair food picks. But definitely tune into us next week. Tune into us every week, not just next week, but every week. We're here every Saturday at 10 a.m., the Un-Bougie Foodie Show.
And keep in mind, for you, those who are listening in Pacific Standard Time, it's early, but it's 8 a.m. I know you get thrown off by the fact that he says 10, but if you try to listen to him at 10, this show's been over for 2 hours.
Yeah,
so
sorry. So
8 o'clock if you're in Cali, and of course 10 o'clock if you're here,
yes,
in Minnesota.
And if you're interested in just listening, if you're local, definitely tune in to WEQY 104.7. But if you are in another state or just across the country and you're interested in listening to the show, download the TuneIn app for free, and you'll be able to hear that anywhere you go and at any time, actually, because it's we're having music and other topics and so forth 24/7. But specifically, The Un-Bougie Foodie is on at 10 a.m. every Saturday. The shows are actually recorded as well, so I do make them available. They are available on SoundCloud, so you can also go to SoundCloud and look for The Un-Bougie Foodie, and you'll find all of the episodes. So, again, thank you very much. Thank you all so much for being here. This is going to be their last visit with me today, or that you'll hear them on the air with me today, or for a while maybe. So I wish them well, and I hope you all have enjoyed the show as always. As I end the show, I want to encourage everyone never to let anyone tell you what kind of foodie to be, because what? It is all about the food. So until next time, thank you folks, and enjoy your day. Peace.
Bye, Minnesota.
At Twin Cities.